All right, so we're diving into something today that might make your wallet a little bit happier.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, right, Florida taxes.
Okay.
You sent over this Herald Tribune article about Florida's financial benefits, and I gotta say that no income tax thing really stood out.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely Florida's tax structure is very unique
Yeah,
and it can be a total game changer, especially thinking about investments and even your long-term, financial planning.
so the article really hammered home that Florida has no state income tax, like at all.
Right.
What does that actually mean for someone, maybe thinking about moving there or even just like making a big investment in Florida?
Well, imagine you land this like amazing high-paying job in, say, New York.
Okay.
Huge chunk of your paycheck goes straight to the state right off the top. In Florida, you get to keep that.
Oh, wow.
It's the same deal for your investment income. So think like capital gains, no state taxes on any of that.
Hmm.
This is a really big deal for retirees who are, living off their nest egg or really anyone who's serious about growing their wealth.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah.
The article also talked about estate and inheritance taxes.
Right, right.
What's the story there?
Okay, so these are the taxes that kick in when you want to pass on, assets to your heirs.
Yeah.
And some states take a pretty hefty cut.
Oh.
Florida, however, has no estate tax.
Mm-hmm.
And they follow the federal guidelines for inheritance. So basically, your family gets to keep more of what you worked so hard for.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's all about, protecting your legacy and making sure that what you built goes to who you want it to go to.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Then there's this thing called the Homestead Exemption.
Oh, yeah.
Break that down for me. How does that work?
Okay, so let's say you buy a house,
Okay.
$300,000 home in Florida, and this is your primary residence.
Gotcha.
With the homestead exemption, you can reduce that taxable value of the home by up to $50,000. So that means you're only taxed on $250,000 of that value.
That's significant.
In a state that's known for its real estate, that can mean some pretty serious savings every year on property taxes.
Yeah, that's not chump change at all.
Not at all.
And on top of all this, no intangible personal property tax.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right.
That one's especially interesting, I think, for investors.
Yeah.
Intangible property is like your stocks, bonds, mutual funds, basically anything you can't like physically touch.
Right.
Florida doesn't tax that stuff.
Hmm.
So your portfolio can just grow and grow and grow, and it's not being chipped away by these little state taxes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we've seen how individuals can benefit from all this.
Right.
But the article also mentioned Florida's overall economic growth being linked to these tax policies.
Yeah.
How does that all fit together?
It really comes down to incentives.
Mhm.
Businesses, they love predictable and low tax environments.
Makes sense.
Allows them to invest, hire more people, and that all contributes to, a growing economy.
Yeah.
And Florida's become like this magnet for entrepreneurs and companies,
Really?
especially in like the tech and finance industries.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
And all that growth probably spills over into other sectors too, right?
absolutely.
The article specifically mentioned real estate and agriculture. Yeah. A strong economy.
Mm-hmm.
It fuels the demand for housing,
Yeah.
which, as we talked about, gets all these benefits from Florida's tax advantages.
Right.
Agriculture thrives there too.
Okay.
I mean, not only does Florida have the perfect climate
Mm-hmm.
to grow all this stuff, but the lack of certain taxes makes it, easier for farmers to stay competitive and profitable.
Yeah, it's like this chain reaction.
Exactly.
Now, you've mentioned real estate a couple of times, and the article really highlighted that even though Florida has this amazing tax structure, navigating the real estate market still requires expertise.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's not just picking a place on a map and throwing your money down there.
No, it's not that simple.
Florida real estate is complex. You have all these different regions, micro markets,
Oh, wow.
and all these regulations to consider.
Hmm.
You really need someone who knows the area, a local expert who can help you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, someone who understands the nuances.
And they actually recommended in the article, they recommended Michael Graf of the Graf Group.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He's a realtor who specializes in the Florida market.
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
If you're thinking about buying or investing in Florida, you can reach him at 941-315-6980.
Solid advice. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, having someone in your corner who knows the ropes can save you a lot of headaches and probably even some money in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyone listening out there, what stands out to you about Florida's tax structure?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Would any of these benefits influence your financial decisions? Or maybe even where you'd want to live someday?
Yeah, it's certainly a lot to consider.
It is.
Florida's approach to taxes has created this really, financially enticing environment.
It really has. But here's a final thought for everybody.
Okay.
The article really just focused on the positives.
Right.
But do you think there are maybe any downsides to Florida's tax policies?
Interesting.
Are the trade-offs maybe for residents or even just for funding those essential state services?
Yeah, that's something to think about for sure.
Yeah, it's something to ponder. And if this got you thinking, imagine what other hidden gems we could uncover together.
Yeah. I'm excited to find out.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
Keep driving.
Right, yeah. Bye.